Hello and welcome. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Andrew, and we're brothers, and this is the Daniel and Andrew Show.
Where we give our opinions about movies and TV and movies about growing up with dragons that we've been watching lately. So, Andrew, how you doing today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Did you do anything fun this week?
Um, just been playing that Elden Ring game in my free time, but yeah, I haven't been doing that much of anything, so.
Yeah. Um, mm, I've been like sort of busy, but not like crazy busy. I worked at the baseball stadium. Um, and that was kind of interesting. I was on like the field level. I was like running
You
food.
worked there again? Because you did mention this the last time.
Yeah, but I worked there. I was a bar back at like one of the restaurants at the top. This time I was
Uh-huh.
on the field, like running like hot dogs to people and stuff.
Oh.
So that was kind of interesting. And like it was against the Padres. It was the Diamondbacks and the Padres. So like there's a lot of people there. And it was Father's Day. So there's a lot of people there. There's people from San Diego, obviously, in Arizona. So it was pretty packed in there. But so the energy was good. Diamondbacks got spanked, but whatever. But yeah, that was kind of cool. And yeah, I mean, like there was just like play. We were down literally at the field level, so there was like
Mhm.
players and stuff. I don't know who any of them are, but we were just, like walking over, and there's like one of the Padres players like doing you know, warming up and stuff, doing drills and stuff. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't care about baseball. But it was kind of interesting. It was literally just like waiting around. So that was kind of fun. But yeah, actually, the worst part of the shift was walking to and from my car because it was like 100 and something degrees. And it was, if I wanted to park for free, I had to like park it on the street from the field and walk like like probably a couple blocks.
Mhm.
So that was the only thing that sucked about it. To be honest, I thought the job was pretty easy, but it's kind of interesting that they just you know I would think they would like have the players like very separate, but it's like no, it's just like there are certain points that you would walk and you just have to like wait for the security to be like, yeah, you can go through. Cause like some of the time it would just be like players walking through. It's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Um, so that was kind of fun. And they still sell just peanuts and Cracker Jacks, just like in the song there. It's kind of fun. Like that's required forever. So Cracker Jacks, good for them. Uh,
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah. I thought that was kind of interesting that it's like all like it's people they still have people yelling like hot dogs, like I didn't think that was like a I thought that was just like a thing for like old movies and stuff, but that's like a real
Nope.
thing.
That's
They
a real
just
thing,
they
yeah.
still just do that. It's kind of fun. It's definitely traditional. Yeah, it was kind of fun though. People were having fun, so that's good. um cool. um yeah, um I've been playing Fallout New Vegas still. uh so that's kind of
Hmm.
fun.
The game that never dies. Yeah.
Game never dies. I did um what's the last DLC, the hard one. Uh I'm doing
The
Lonesome Road,
yeah. Hmm.
where it's like death claws and stuff and
Hmm.
tunnelers. I forgot completely about those. They're like these little like lizard guys or whatever kind of things. They're like really fast.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy DLC. I don't know. It's kind of fun. I'm like level 46 on that character or something, so I have all like the most of the skills and everything. So, but I don't know. I had I remember when I played the DLC for the first time. Me and you played the game at the same time, and that was the first one that we did, and it was
Hmm.
like the hardest one. I
Yeah.
think you let me pick. And I just was like,
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
and then I just picked whatever. I don't think I had like a reasoning. I just picked that one, and it was like super hard.
Yeah.
And I think that you had only played one of them, one of the DLCs. So you're like, don't pick this one, and like that one that you said don't pick is like by far the easiest one, which is like the the one, the tribal one or whatever. That one is like the easiest one by far.
I feel like the try. Honestly, I feel like both. Well, there's what, 3 DLCs?
There's four of them.
Oh, there's the casino too.
Yeah, Dead Money.
I think the tribal one's probably the most boring one.
I mean, I kind of like the story actually, but I think it's the easiest. So I think that's why you probably think it's the boringest, most boring one. Like
Yeah.
it's there's no like extra, like it's just human characters. They're just like try like the other ones have like robot scorpions or death claws and the tunnelers or whatever, and then the the dead bunny is horrible. It's just like challenges you, like the bomb in your in
Yeah, you got the
collar and
bomb,
stuff.
and then you get all your stuff taken.
You get all your stuff taken. You get all your stuff taken. You can't take very much with you into the tribal one, and the other two you can just take whatever. So you know, but those ones are have like harder enemies, I think.
Yeah, you're making me want to play it again.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Well, its thing is I went into the this last DLC like very like I think at level like 38 or something, and I'm already 40, 46 or 47 because they give you so much XP because you're killing like everything you kill is like a lot of XP.
Yeah, I
It's
do
experience.
remember maxing out in that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you like I leveled up like 6 or 7 levels already because everything is just, and then like every time you get to a new section, it's like a level up basically. So yeah, they give you a lot of XP for the. They didn't give you enough levels, I think. Like it increases your level cap every DLC you have, but like I don't even think they gave you enough. Um, but whatever. Hopefully we'll get a remake of that game and Fallout 3 now that Oblivion came out. People keep thinking that's gonna happen, so yeah. So fun stuff. Um, all right. Well, let's get into some news here. So there was an interview with Jerry Bruckheimer, who has produced a lot of stuff, Top Gun and things like that, but he's also produced Pirates of the Caribbean. He says that a sixth movie is being made. It's in development. They're working on the script right now. I mean, I think we knew that that was happening. Um, they asked they asked him like, anyone gonna come back, because he was like, you know, kind of like it might be a continuation or whatever, and he's like, yeah, I think we're gonna bring people back. Um, so I don't know if that mean, I doubt that means Johnny Depp, but maybe Orlando Bloom or Keira Knightley, or I mean, there's a lot of characters in that universe or whatever that could come back.
I mean, I'm sure Barbosa can do another one. Done like all of them.
That's true. Are you interested in another one?
Um, I mean, I have seen all of them. I mean, yeah, I, if there's no Johnny Depp, I definitely go down, in excitement. Um, but it could still be good. It just they'd have to find a lead that's, you know, it probably won't be as good as Johnny Depp, but I still think it's like that type of pirate movies, cool setting, and sword fighting. I'll jump in that for sure.
Yeah. Well, before Pirates of the Caribbean, pirate movies were like, box office poison. So I mean,
Yeah.
is basically on the strength of Jack Sparrow as a character why that movie was a success. I mean, he got nominated for an Oscar for that movie, um, the first one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. They just need a good lead. That's all they need, really. I don't know. Um, I would say, yeah, I'd have to wait and see. I'm not like,
Yeah.
I don't really.
I will say the first three, like that trilogy, is probably one of my favorite trilogies of all time. So
Oh, okay, really?
yeah, I like all three of those. I know people don't kind of hate on the third one, even the second one probably a little too, but I liked all of them. So, or all three of those ones.
I can't remember the last time that I've watched a Pirates movie, and I definitely can't tell you the last time I watched the second or the third one. If I'm gonna watch one, I'm gonna watch the first one again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I remember the second one. Just
Obviously, the first one's the best. I'm not denying that. I think we were a
yeah,
little spoiled. I think those are pretty good movies. That that era had really good movies, honestly.
I
But
want to say the second one was the worst one, and then the third one was like more serious, I think, and people liked that one more. But I don't think it was like any of them were like people loved or anything. I don't know.
I like them. I like the second one. They're in this like wheel,
The wheel thing,
the
yeah.
windmill
Hmm.
wheel thing. I
Yeah.
really like that scene.
I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. Um. So.
I You're also talking to the guy who liked Lone Ranger, but
Oh, that movie sucks.
I just like the Captain Jack stick so much. I that
Yeah, and he's basically doing that.
Yeah.
In Lone Ranger, that movie's so bad. Um.
I do think yes, it is bad. I'm using it. I did like it, but I probably wouldn't rate it very high.
Yeah, I've got a couple canceled people in the leads there. Um. So that's nice. Um. Oh well. Didn't you guys see that in like those rocking chairs or whatever?
Yeah, that was like the only thing to see at the time, and we were trying something. Those were newer at the time.
That's right. I because that was yeah. I've actually worked. I worked in that building for some time. All right. Cool. Yeah, we'll see how Pirates did how that comes about. That's very obviously very. They're still working on a script, so you know, tinkering stages there. Let's see. Harold and Kumar 4. I didn't even know there was a 3. Apparently, there was a 3.
Yeah,
Um, and this
straight
one,
to DVD probably.
I I
I'm
think
just
it might
kidding.
have. I think it was a
I'm just
Christmas movie.
I
Now
have
that
no
I think
idea.
about it. Anyway, coming to us from the Cobra Kai people, the guys who did Cobra Kai, are gonna
Mm.
make a Harold and Kumar 4. Isn't the first one literally like about eating White Castle? I think that's what the first one is about, or maybe that's the second one.
I don't know. I don't
I
remember.
believe it's a stoner comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, those original guys are expected to return with the Cobra Kai
I
guys.
remember there being one joke. It's probably not even in that movie, but they're like smoking it up with George W. Bush or something. That was like one of the jokes.
Oh, okay.
There's what it might be something about Guantanamo Bay. Is that what it's called?
I think that's the second one.
Okay, yeah.
I have not seen any of them
They're
or clips of them. Anything,
they're
nothing.
not good. I don't know who
I'm sure
asked
somebody
for it.
likes them.
Yeah,
They made 3 of them, so somebody likes them.
it's very like early 2000s kind of comedy. There was so many of those types of movies. It's okay. Something that's been lost and it can stay lost. I mean, That's
Who
okay.
knows? Maybe it'll do well. It could do horrible. Very possible either way. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it's not even like. I mean, it's like normal now. So maybe.
I guess
Yeah.
whatever you can bring back. I guess.
Yep. Um. So, the next, I believe, this is a Pixar movie, called Hoppers. Um, this is coming out next March. They had some a look at it. Um, like they didn't show it to the public; they showed it to
Hmm.
people. It has John Hamm and Bobby Moynihan are um, the leads in it, and they're rabbits, I think. Uh, let's see. Oop, I had it here. An animal lover uses technology that places her consciousness into a robotic beaver to uncover the mysteries within the animal world.
Hmm.
So, a electronic, consciousness into a robotic beaver. I'm gonna assume with the other beavers. Um, so yeah, I've seen some of the pictures. They just look like cute uh, animated beavers here. Um, and yeah, the director, worked at Pixar, does a lot of animation, obviously, art department, things like that. Um, yeah, we bear bears is what they worked on mostly. I guess that's a series that I've never heard of. Obviously for kids.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, um, I don't know. It's an interesting premise. It sounds like a Pixar premise.
They're not just doing another Frozen or
That's Disney straight
that's
up.
different. Something
Yeah.
else. At least
Yes.
they keep doing something new.
Yeah. I think they're doing. It's like Elio's coming out like soon, like tomorrow, and
Yeah.
then um, this is next, and then I believe it is Toy Story 5. And then it's another original one where it's a cat. Gato
Hmm.
was the one after that. They actually moved that up a year. It's like a Spanish cat from a cat's perspective.
Hmm. So like
So,
Puss in Boots.
no, I don't think so. I would assume it's just like a real cat, not a cat wearing clothes
Okay.
with a sword. Now, I'd watch another Puss in Boots movie. The last one was good.
Well, you just said Spanish cat, and I was just like,
Yeah, Puss in Boots. That's
yeah,
true. That is a Spanish cat. I can concur on that.
yeah.
Um, cool. Have you seen that last Puss in Boots movie?
Nope.
Should check it out. It's good. Um. Anyway, so there's that. Um. All right. So and now it's time for our MCU news here, or rumors, or whatever. Um. Okay. So there will be 4 MCU movies in 2028. We don't know what they are yet, but they have 4 dates picked out for MCU projects in 2028. Uh, and Kevin Feige said that Fantastic Four will lead directly into Doomsday, the next Avengers movie. Um,
I gotta get people in to see that one, I guess.
yeah, yeah, they're doing everything they can.
It's time to Avengers. Come see it.
Like
Do
I
it.
told you, they are pumping that so hard. They're literally marketing that so much. I think their marketing team, they took so many marketing people that they forgot to market Elio because they're marketing Fantastic Four so hard. because I've seen no marketing for Elio.
That's true. That's very true. I really haven't seen diddly.
Anything. They're
Yeah.
marketing Fantastic Four so much. Um, so maybe that means it's good, or they just really want it to work out because Thunderbolts definitely underperformed.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts hasn't even made $400 million.
Trying to make it a Captain Marvel. Because no one would have saw that movie if it wasn't in between both of the Avengers movies.
Agreed.
So
Yeah.
maybe
I mean,
trying to do that a little bit.
Thunderbolts leads into things, and it didn't get anybody into the actual theater. The thing is like end credit scenes and stuff. Like people just look up, they can just look it up, and they don't actually see it anymore. Because I think the novelty has worn off somewhat. Um, well, speaking of Thunderbolts, it looks like the director of Thunderbolts will direct the X-Men movie.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I think it's fine. I mean, most of the people who direct in a Marvel movie don't. They're just given a playbook, I feel like, and they have to make it work pretty much.
Play within the lines, sort of thing.
Yeah, so they don't. I'm not saying they don't do anything,
Yeah,
but they're just given the playbook and they do it. They're not.
yeah. Some of them are different, but yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. I thought Thunderbolts was different, but I liked that movie. I
It
thought
did
that movie was good.
perform, yeah,
It
but
didn't perform. That doesn't mean it was a bad movie. I just don't know if people were interested.
yeah,
I think if that movie came out before, I think that would have done really well. Guardians was something different. No one had heard of the characters or anything. And I think if it had come out later, now, like they made Guardians now, it might not have done as well because it was something weird and different, and you didn't know the characters. So I think it's just a perspective. I thought, Thunderbolts was worthwhile. So, and I like that movie, and I thought he directed it well. So I think actually he'd do probably pretty good at an X-Men movie. Thunderbolts are like misfit people or whatever. That's kind of what X-Men are, or a lot of the time are.
yeah. Well, I'm sure he's going to be handed a playbook and he'll do the best he can with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's no way they're not going to like have a magnifying glass over the X-Men movie.
Oh yeah, well, X-Men is supposed to be like the next phase, like bringing the X-Men in.
Yeah,
which they're probably going to be in those Avengers movies. So
they're probably banking 100%. On them to save them. So
yeah. X-Men are good. I like the X-Men, so we'll see how it goes. That's all the news I got for this week. We're gonna move on to the old trailers. Hop on the trailer train here. All right, let's talk about. London Calling. I haven't seen Josh Duhamel in a while. I thought it was Timothy Olyphant for a minute, but I guess they do look alike. But yeah, Josh Duhamel.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Did you watch the trailer?
I don't know the names of who.
He's the lead guy in this trailer.
What was the
beard
trailer?
This is the one where they're like he's an assassin and he's taking.
Oh yeah, he's the guy from Transformers in my mind.
That's right. He is the guy from Transformers. I forgot about that. I forget about him just in general.
That's fair. Yeah.
I think he was in that movie with J-Lo where like their wedding gets attacked or something.
Oh yeah, I tried watching that and it was so bad. Yeah. It was really bad. I turned it off in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. That being said, I think this movie looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, it's got Lord Rathbone, so
Lord Wrath.
it has to be good, right?
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. That's your point.
Yeah,
I mean, it's my point of reference because I didn't care about Game of Thrones, but I would have thought you would think Game of Thrones. But
yeah, no, Lord,
yeah,
he's
Shanghai
better Lord
Nights.
Rathbone than
He's 10th in line for the throne.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, isn't it? To see him. And now he's like older.
Yeah,
He's pretty good. I like him.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. I think it
He's a
looks
good
kind of fun.
villain. Good villain.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever played a good guy that I've seen. Um, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much to say on the movie itself. It looks okay. I don't know.
Well, here's one that looked okay to me, which is Honey, Don't.
You're gonna have
This
to
is a
remind
Coen
me.
Brothers movie with Margaret Qualley as the lead. Chris Evans is in it.
Oh yes, yes, and he's like a preacher or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right. It's like these girls are just ladies died, and she's like investigating it, but it's a Coen. One of the Coen brothers is making it, so it's like quirky. Um, I mean, I liked. Um, I don't think you've ever seen one of their movies before. Um,
Probably not.
I mean, Fargo is a really good movie, but it's like, I mean, it has dark stuff, but then there's also like comedy to it. Um, yeah, I mean, this looks like that. I think that's what they're kind of going for, or what the director's going for. Um, Not sure if that 100% works nowadays, but I mean, I think they make them more like human and they're less like robotic. I'm speaking the lines type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why they make the movies the way they do. I don't know. They're trying some. I mean, they got some fresh faces in there. Chris Evans has been making concerted efforts to make weird and like different roles for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's kind of interesting, but also he's also being like a douche a lot.
Yeah, and I
Um,
feel like I don't know. I haven't seen him in everything he's done. I just don't really feel like he has that much range. I kind of just get the same. It's not even like a bad performance. It's just not varied all that much.
yeah, I can see what you're saying. I mean, I've seen him in different stuff. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you've watched him in a ton of things.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree. I think he's probably the out of the Chris's, he's probably the best one in terms of acting.
hmm, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I would think I would. I'm gonna go with Chris Pine, but
Okay.
I think
Well, it's
I'll.
Chris Pine that's had such.
I like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but that didn't like show off his range or
There's the
something.
one. Was the one where I've never. I mean, Star Trek. I haven't seen Star Trek.
It's
What
pretty much what he did in Dungeons and Dragons, pretty similar to what he did in Star Trek.
the
So,
one where he's on a train with Denzel? I think that's a pretty good movie. Or the
um,
train doesn't stop. The train won't stop going. It's called like Unstoppable or something.
okay.
Wonder Woman. But yeah, he's kind of similar.
Yeah, so you're saying all of that combined is better than Chris Evans? That's what you're saying?
No, I mean, it's tough. It's difficult. It is difficult. You know what? Yeah, I don't know.
All right. That's
Hey,
fine.
Actually, Hemsworth is actually a pretty good actor. Bad Times at the El Royale is a really good movie, and he's the villain in that movie.
Yeah, but he did what? Nobody even likes Thor that much.
I still think he's a good actor, though. You should check out Bad Times at the El Royale. I actually think you'd like that
I think
movie.
I've seen it.
You have seen that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. With
Isn't
Cynthia
he the
Erivo.
villain? He's like
Yeah,
the
he's the
villain.
bad guy.
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo and
Yeah, I don't think
John
it's a bad
Hamm.
movie, but I seen him in other stuff too. I saw The Huntsman. That was pretty sad.
Oh, I completely forgot about that movie.
Yeah, there's plenty. He's in Ghostbusters. There's plenty of sad things he's put out. So I didn't even have him on the board, to be
I
honest.
actually think he's. Actually, I thought he was good in Ghostbusters. I mean, I thought he was funny. I mean,
I never saw it. I just heard it was.
I don't think he does a
literal
bad
horrible.
job. Actually, I mean, even those extraction movies, I think he's doing his best with
That's true.
the
He
crappy
is an
script.
extraction. I do like those movies. Yeah.
Honestly, I think all of them. None of them are like spectacular actors, to be honest.
I agree. I was just saying. I feel like Chris Evans has the most actorial, different roles, essentially.
All right, I think I can agree with you. It's a tough choice because, well, we can talk about this another time. All right. Let's talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer. So horror movie,
horror
reboot,
movie,
sequel, requel here. Bringing back Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. there. Yeah, it's just what they're doing, what they did with Final Destination, doing it. Well, I guess they didn't do that technically. They talked about the other movies, but they didn't show them or whatever. And then Scream, obviously, brought the people back. I don't know. Looks like a slasher movie. I might see this. See how I feel.
I'm not interested in this at all.
I wonder if it'll do well. I mean, Final Destination did well, and so did Scream. So we'll see.
I mean, I think they'll do well, as in how well a horror movie can do. I mean, they make them for 5 cents, and they make like 200 maybe. So
yeah, we'll see.
That's
What
probably
happens.
what I would expect.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen the original one before. I remember the villain with the hook and the like trench coat, raincoat thing.
I literally have never even heard of this, to be honest. So
Yeah, it's like late '90s, early 2000s. I mean, like the second one had like Brandy in it, so I think that like kind of puts you squarely in an era. Cool. Well, let's talk about a comedy then. Let's talk about The Naked Gun. So you got the full trailer for that movie.
mm-hmm. Did
What
you
do
like what you see?
Do I like what I see? I mean, yeah, sure.
I don't know. I didn't like what I saw, to be honest. I thought,
Yeah.
I mean, they are kind of doing the jokes from the other thing, what came before, but I don't know. I just didn't find any of it funny. Yeah.
I don't know if you like that comedy or not.
I guess not. I don't know. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, they'd say take a seat, and then she like literally takes the chair with her. Yeah, like I don't know if that kind of comedy works for you. I mean, I think it's funny, but
Oh, the other thing is, my wife hates these kinds of movies, and then I'm gonna have to be like, "Why are we here?" So that's what I have to deal with. Watch the movies she really doesn't like.
She doesn't have to go.
Yeah, that's true. That is
I mean,
true.
get her a ticket to see something else at the same time.
I
girly or
guess.
something.
I'm gonna be honest though, I'm not even that interested myself after seeing the trailer. I was hoping I would think it was funny, but it it just wasn't. Um,
I
maybe
mean,
they'll change my.
comedy.
Maybe they were showing the bad jokes in this, and they're saving the good ones for later.
Yeah, I mean, comedy is subjective, right? Like people have opinions, right? So, I mean,
Yeah,
I understand.
it might be one of those where like I gotta like warm up for like 20 minutes at the beginning of the movie to kind of get in the
Oh,
mood for the kind
I
of
mean,
comedy. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure.
So maybe like the trailer just didn't do it justice. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt on that one, but yeah, based off of what I've seen, it looks okay.
Yeah. No, I understand. uh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I'm just hoping a good comedy does well. So, I mean, I'm rooting for it, but you know,
Yeah, I feel like I'm being hard on all of the comedies that are coming out,
I'm
unfortunately.
I mean, there hasn't been like a really solid comedy in a while. Um, yeah, I mean, I think it used to be like everybody kind of was just this, like this is what comedy is and what is funny, and then like just the general public was like, okay, this is funny, and now it's like everyone has like so like any kind of comedy you can find, stand ups and YouTube and TikTok and everything, like, it's so varied. There's so much more. I mean, back in the day, like people go on Johnny Carson, like the stand-ups, and be like, if he was called, they were called over to the couch or whatever, like they had made it or whatever, and like these are the people who are like, oh, these are the funny people, but like now you're like, people get popular literally making like TikTok saying like, this is my stand-up joke or whatever, and people push
Mm-hmm.
them. So different.
Yeah.
What's funny, is just not streamlined anymore. What's funny or whatever is fed to us or whatever. We actually more it's more found instead of put upon us. So
Yeah.
so we'll see. Uh, hope for the best. All right. Are we ready for our movie of the week, which is How to Train Your Dragon? Again. So this movie is a live action version remake of the animated film from 2010, I believe. Um, what'd you think?
I think this is probably the best movie to go from animation to live action cartoon ish thing. This is the best one.
I could see how you'd feel that way. I mean, there's action in it,
Well, tell me
flying around. I will
what is
say,
better.
I will say that the first, so it's like a 2 hour movie. I'd say the first half hour is super boring, but I've seen this movie before. It's called How to Train Your Dragon. Is an animated film from 2010. So I already knew the whole story. So the lead up and stuff was boring for me because I knew what was happening. Um, but yeah, once he starts flying and everything on the dragon, obviously, it was a good movie. I saw it in IMAX. I wanted to see it in IMAX, and I did. Worth it for sure. The sound was great. What is better? I don't know. I had to think about it. Um, I don't know. I still like Maleficent. I thought was good. Um,
Well, it's not really the same, but I
yeah,
see what you're saying.
I like Maleficent. I think The Jungle Book is good. Um, yeah, I mean, okay. So yeah, so I think the first little chunk has flaws in it. Um, but I still think this is a well done movie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I will say that this movie does it checks a couple boxes. So this is what I said. I set up for this when we talked about Lilo and Stitch a couple weeks ago. Said there's two questions to ask. Did I enjoy it? The answer is yes. And the other question for a movie like this is, does it make it better, or like, is this, why was this like, is
Hmm.
there a reason for this to be made? Does it improve upon anything? Like, no, like it doesn't change the story. It didn't make the story different. It's like exactly the same story. Um, but it does make it enhanced it because it was in live action and it was cool to watch the dragon flying and stuff in live action. Um, but yeah, so yes and yes, so that's good. I think it did a good job with this movie, but it's, I mean, I don't know. I liked the movie. I thought the movie was good.
I think
Um,
it's just a testament to the first movie in general was just a solid movie. Like
yeah,
it's a good storyline. It's all there, and then they basically did a one for one. I mean I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's even like shot for shot, joke for joke, almost exactly identical.
yeah,
Um, but it, the CG's really good.
yeah,
The lead did a really good job. I don't.
yeah,
It's not ever gonna stand up to the original animation. You just can't do emotion the same way. So when you have the same jokes, they they hit a little less. But I still think
yeah,
they did a really good job of narrowing the gap to the original film,
yeah. I
whereas the
think,
other ones fall far lesser than
yeah, I
the
think it's just
original one.
the weaknesses. The weaknesses are outweighed by the the improvements. Yeah, I mean, I always hate where it's just like, well, I thought the dragon flying looked good, so the rest of it is you know, um,
I don't think it was just that the dragon flying looked good. I thought there was good performances
yeah.
mostly all around.
I'm always annoyed where when they have a lead character that's supposed to be like nerdy and and like just like doesn't really fit in or whatever, and like the lead is like handsome, like he's a handsome guy, like that girl wouldn't like him. It's like, what? He's like a handsome kid, like she would like him. I don't know, I don't like that.
I guess I see what you're
Just
saying.
like with Tom Holland's like, I hope the girl likes me, and he's like super handsome. I don't know.
Hmm, I
um
guess. I mean, you don't pick your significant other just based off of what they look like, but I guess I see what you're saying. You're saying,
but when you're young and stuff, like that's gonna be the first thing that,
I don't know, they made the whole village be like, if you're not good at dragon slaying, then you're worthless. And that was his crux, that he
I
wasn't
mean,
good at that.
but
I don't
none
know.
of them,
Oh, but he's handsome, so I guess I'll like him
but
anyways. I
all the
don't.
young people, they didn't dragon slay yet or whatever, so like wouldn't all of them be at a wouldn't all of them be at the same disadvantage or
I
whatever,
don't
like it.
know. She didn't really. I wouldn't say she really liked anyone. I don't know. It doesn't.
That's
It
true.
didn't bother me. I don't know.
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like, I mean, Jay Baruchel is the voice of Hiccup in the, and he's has a really goofy voice or whatever. So like, I guess that fits. I don't know. I just the translation, it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for, to be honest.
I don't
But
know either.
when I don't know, I guess get an uglier kid. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I thought he
Uh,
looked very similar to the guy in
yeah,
the
because he has that
animation.
stupid hair. I mean, they give him a dumb wig to wear. That doesn't. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
he looked.
No, he had to look like the guy in the original. Like,
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, Astrid definitely doesn't look like Astrid from the original, but whatever.
yeah.
Um, Gerard Butler was the same character from the
Yeah. And I
animated.
thought he did a really good
Well, I
job.
mean, because he's aged into the role. So
Yeah, I
being in
guess.
his 50s there.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think he was like a standout. I think he was one of the
Yeah,
better
I mean,
parts of the movie.
I mean, even in bad movies, I like Gerard Butler. I never had a problem with Gerard Butler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I like him, and he got to just do his regular old accent. Yeah, the only thing they changed was like the tribes were from like wherever or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it didn't bother. I see what they're doing, but yeah, it didn't bother me.
well, it's probably they probably just did that so they could have Astrid not be white. But I mean, I don't really care, to be honest. It's not near and dear to my heart. I
It
mean,
wasn't like in my face or anything, so
yeah, right.
it was fine.
Yeah, yeah. That was the only like new thing that they did. Um, all right. I I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm probably at like an 8 or a 9 on this film. I think it's, as I said, easily the best one. In my opinion, I also did really like the original one. Um, so maybe it's a little nostalgic. I don't know, but I think it's definitely the closest I've seen to the original one and actually pulling it off well. Um, I think going forward, you should look to this one for your blueprint on how to do more. I know Daniel's like, I want to see something different, but I don't think that's why these movies are made. They're made to do the same thing for the newest generation. I think that's why they exist. And that's
Yeah,
just you just have that problem if you keep looking at it that way, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting something different, and you get your Pixar original movies. I guess that's where you get, unless they do Toy Story 12 again.
I yeah.
So
There's no reason to remake it. If you do nothing different with it, it's for money. It's not making for a new generation. It's for money because you can just show them the old movie. If you don't do anything different, show them the old movie. Show them the
well, they
animated
are
movie
doing something different. They're doing a live action. But yes, obviously all of these movies are done for money at
for
the end
money.
of the day. For sure. I'm
Yeah,
not denying that. But that's the difference, is that it's live action. That's how they get around that. Um but I mean, it was done well. Definitely the best one. I don't think I'll go up to a 9. I think I reserve that 9 for the original, maybe even a 10. I don't think
yeah.
so.
Well, they have the good thing is they had the original director and everything for
Yeah,
this.
so he
So
wouldn't. That's probably why it did so good, because it wasn't like a new person came in and was like, I need to put my mark on this and I need to make this thing better in some way, change this so that it's mine. I think he didn't have to compete with anybody. He did the same thing and it worked the first time. I think it was really done well.
yeah, yeah.
And I would be surprised. I'm sure we're going to see more of this. I don't know how well it's doing box office wise, but
I will say that the first one is by far my favorite one. I didn't really like the second one, and I thought the third one was forgettable. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not contesting that the first one is by far the best.
yeah.
But I mean, I could say the same thing about like Shrek.
No, but I think people like the second one, but I just didn't. I don't know. Anyway, we can let's get into spoilers, I guess.
You want to? Is there something that needs to be said in the spoiler?
Um, I mean, it's the first movie, so I mean, um, I liked how I like I forgot I completely forgot at the end he like loses his leg or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like they get over it really fast, and it was just like, oh well, I guess I don't have my leg.
Pretty much how it is in the original. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that at all. Um,
Yeah. Though they're kind of the same. You know, he's missing.
no, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought they were. I don't know. I just didn't remember that them. I didn't know that they just kind of go, okay, that's it at the end
Yeah.
of that movie.
I mean, the two leads throughout the movies have actually pretty good character growth throughout the movies, which is unusual for. Usually, it's just the same shtick in Shrek 2, but there really isn't that much character growth. These characters literally like grow up throughout the movies. So I think that's pretty cool. But
I mean,
I think it'll be really cool to see it in live action. I'm actually excited if they do continue to make them. I hope they get him again, the same
yeah.
director.
Well, they'll have to
Yeah.
they'll have to make it quick because I mean these people are growing up. So,
Yeah. Well,
um,
I mean, do it.
yeah,
I don't.
um, yeah. I mean, yeah. I just didn't remember that part. I knew. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, I don't know. There's just like I didn't. I thought the girl that was Astrid was okay. Um,
I'd say she was the weakest part. I also think she wasn't. She kind of just has like a turn to like, oh, I'm on your side now type of thing.
yeah,
Um,
right.
yeah, I think she was done a little better, and it's not even done better in the original. It's just a cartoon, so you just kind of go with it easier in the
Yeah.
cartoon. And this, she probably needed like her own scene at some point
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to help with that. But I agree, she was probably the weak. There's only I'd say only like three main people in this movie. That's the dad, the girl, and the main
Yeah.
lead.
Like, does she not have any family? Like, even like one of the side kids or whatever. Like they show like
Yeah, he
his
has.
dad, but
Yeah,
like they didn't have I don't know what happened to her family or whatever. I
yeah.
don't know.
I honestly don't remember if she has one in the original one. I don't know if they're ever shown at any point. Maybe that's like saved for the second part.
I don't know. Like her character was, oh, she's cool, and I like her. The end.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know, but yes, I like Gerard Butler, and I think them showing like them going to the dragon's nest, like the coolest parts are the flying scenes, and I like seeing it in IMAX with like, and the music was really really good, and like I think the sound design was good. Sometimes in the flying where they're like going through mountains and stuff, it was a lot like
Shaky cam.
quick, not shaky cam. It's not shaky cam, but it's just like quick, like movements and stuff. So you're like, there's a some of it was a little like disorienting because they're like traveling through rocks and everything, and quick cutting between like him maneuvering and stuff like that. Um, that was a little disorienting. Well, and I also saw it on an enormous screen, so it was very like a lot. Um, but yeah, I think it was like dog fighting or something, but on a dragon. I thought that
Mm-hmm.
they did that pretty well. Um, yeah, yeah, and I mean, I knew he wasn't gonna die. Um, so, but like I knew he wasn't gonna die. Also, I mean, obviously because of the original movie, but also he's not gonna die. So
Yeah, it's for the kids, Daniel.
I don't know.
Obviously, a kid isn't like, oh, this is a kid's movie. Of course, he's not going to die. No, the kids is like, oh, did he survive? It's for kids.
The kids are gonna think this kid died.
Yes.
That's crazy.
When that happened, so I can't get away from busy theaters now because it's the summer, especially in a kids movie. And when they kiss, you hear the oohs,
Oh,
and then
nice.
when he gets hurt or whatever, they're like, that's just how kids are when they watch movies, Daniel.
That would have enhanced my experience. I saw it on like a Friday afternoon, so I like it when the kids react. I think it makes it more fun.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much have to go down to Ogden to get seats because the Logan movie theater is doing a remodel. So the only one open is the one in Providence, and lit every day it's sold out.
Wow.
It doesn't matter if it's Tuesday, it doesn't matter if it's Monday, everything is gone. I would have to probably like be sitting there when they release whatever is coming out like a week before to get tickets right now in town. So,
and you're talking the close one
yes,
is sold out. Wow. Okay.
That's literally up to the front. I mean, I wouldn't even sit in the front regardless, but yes.
It's interesting that the close one is not the one getting remodeled. The far one is getting remodeled, but whatever. Okay, we're getting off track here. I would say definitely see it in the theater. I think, to me, this is a theater movie. For me. I mean, you can watch it at home, but you get the good. You have to have a really good home theater to get the experience, I think.
I do think seeing this one in the theater will enhance it, yes, but does that mean it's a bad movie on the TV? No. I think it's a good movie overall. You should see it regardless if it's in the theater or streaming. Watch the movie. It's a good movie. Especially if you haven't seen the original. I'd still say start with the original.
Dad's never seen the original one, and he liked it. He's like, I'm assuming the first one's good. I've never seen it, but
okay.
Yeah, Dad liked it a lot. He was like, are they playing in the 3D?
Wow.
He wants to see it again.
Okay. Well, that just shows how good the original one is. It's a good story.
Yeah, it's a good story. Yeah, I would say see it in the theater. It's the way it should be seen. Think you'll lose the experience if you see it at home. Personally.
Okay.
Just like Avatar. No point in watching that at home.
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, I do think it's an experience. It's for 100% a better experience in the theater, but I mean,
if you're gonna watch it at home, watch the original one from 2010.
Okay. Fair.
Fair enough.
Cool. All right. I think that wraps up our review. We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then,
this has been the Daniel and Andrew Show.